Based in Gaza City, the United Nations Population Fund representative to Palestine visited women at Al-Shaba Hospital. A United Nations Population Fund supported women and girls safe space and met with youth volunteers in central Gaza. During these visits, many women and girls expressed their deep frustration over the hardships they face in their vulnerable circumstances, as they spoke of their desperate need for shelter, privacy, clean water, sanitation, and healthcare, highlighting the severe challenges confronting women in Gaza amid ongoing crisis. Marie Camara tells us more.
The United Nations Population Fund (UNFPA) works to improve reproductive and maternal health, promote gender equality, and address population dynamics affecting social and economic progress. Meanwhile, the ceasefire in Gaza offers a brief respite for Palestinians after over 14 months of displacement, trauma, and destruction. With more than 90% of infrastructure reduced to rubble, nearly every resident has been forced from their home. As winter sets in, 9 million displaced people struggle to survive in makeshift shelters pieced together from scraps of fabric and old rice sacks. After months of conflict and displacement, women in Gaza are pleading for basic necessities: shelter, privacy, clean water, sanitation, and health care. Their voices, filled with frustration and despair, echo through the women and girls' safe spaces where they seek refuge. During a visit to one such center, UNFPA representative Ohumhangi listened as they shared their daily struggles, highlighting the urgent need for support in these vulnerable circumstances.
I'm here in Gaza, and everywhere you look, there is a stark landscape of devastation and unbearable living conditions. Most houses have been demolished, reduced to rubble and debris. People are living outside of their previous homes. In my interaction with women and girls in one of UNFPA-supported women's spaces, they narrated to me harrowing experiences. Most of them had lost breadwinners, they had lost their husbands, but they were willing to carry on if only support could come from all of us, from the international community.
He added that women and girls have limited access to sexual and reproductive health services and protection from gender-based violence. As 50,000 displaced pregnant women, malnutrition and infections heighten the risk of complications and preterm births.
The women narrated to me a list of demands, of requirements for them to be able to stand on their own. But most importantly, they are worried. They are worried that the current cessation of hostilities may not last. And they are calling on us, the UN system, the international community, to do all that we can to make sure that peace prevails.
Amid ongoing devastation in Gaza, women and girls face critical health risks, with 50,000 displaced pregnant women at high risk of complications. During the 3-week ceasefire, UNFPA delivered nearly 100 trucks of life-saving supplies, yet hospital closures and shortages persist. In 2025, UNFPA seeks $99.2 million to support them as they call for peace and international aid. For Eyeafrica TV News, I am